All right, this is going to be an angry video. It's going to be a mad video because I'm mad. I'm not very happy about this. I'm not very happy about what happened. The last part of the Kumite, the last segment, was dedicated to basically tearing me down and doing it entirely based on lies and falsehoods, when there was a simple solution to that problem, and that was to just simply speak one word to me, to ask me one thing. That's all you had to do. That's it. And it was an issue that had already been settled with me and Andy, where he understood what happened, and it was done. But apparently Failure still has a problem, and Tonka decided to speak for Failure, and he decided to throw his opinion in there based on what Failure had said, and based on what Andy had said before our stream, before me and Andy had talked. So nobody knows what the hell is going on, and yet they decide to go on stream to lay into me, to blast me, say nothing to me. And then when I approach Tonka afterwards, he decides to try and gaslight me, which I notice is something that he typically does when somebody has a problem with him. Everything he does, he rephrases it and he restates it as though it's something entirely different. The problem with that is that I have ears, I have a memory, and both of those things work against the narrative that you're trying to push on me. So let's start with the first accusation. I'm going to go through all of them. I know some of you guys may not care about this. This is Thomas drama. I get it. But I have to put it out there because they put it out there, and I'm correcting the record. So, you know. Anyways, first of all, let me lay out the list of things, okay? Call me a liar. They say that I'll lie just to get them on the stream, just to get names on my stream, which is demonstrably false. If you've ever looked through the history of my channel, you know that's demonstrably false. And these guys know me well, so they're just blatantly outright lying. Failure's totally mad because he went on the stream and made an idiot out of himself. That's his responsibility. It's not mine. Let's go through the first thing. First thing is that Andy had accused me of lying. He thought that I lied because I put out a tweet saying that I had talked to him. I had talked to him. I talked to both him and Broski. I talked to them both through DM. Now, the way Andy had presented it, apparently, this is from Tonka, is that the way Andy had presented it was that we hadn't talked, that he had tried to get a hold of me, and when I was supposedly ignoring him, that he blocked me. But that's not what happened, and I'm going to show receipts, okay? Now, when I was gathering research for my video, I just needed to know a few basic things because I was just doing an overview of what had happened to that point. It was basic, right? So at any rate, I put out a tweet based on Andy's tweets where he was laying into Broski. He was coming hot with fire, and I basically just said that in my tweet. Andy has been lighting it up on Twitter. He's been coming at it with fire, right? So Andy sees it. He DMs me. He decides to start talking to me about it. Okay, so this is right here. You can see right here, August 19th, same day. This is the start of that conversation. All of this is before he blocked me. There's one screen capture right there. Here's another one right there. That's more stuff that he sent me, more stuff he told me. Here's us talking back and forth. Can't talk back and forth if I'm blocked. We're having a conversation. Okay, more of it. More of it. And then this is where it ended right here. So I talked to him plenty through DM. I asked questions. We went back and forth. I got all of the information I needed. I made my video. And every single thing that's happened since this, every single thing that Andy has said since that, there was nothing new that he hadn't already told me in these DMs. Nothing. Not a single thing. So I was right. I had the information that I needed. So part of the problem that Andy had with me was that he thought that I was pissed off because he had left in the middle of the conversation and because he took a long time to get back. Now, Andy has done this before. This is not a new thing for Andy. This is a pretty typical thing for Andy. We'll be in the middle of a conversation. We'll agree to set up a call, something like that. And then I won't hear from him for a week or two. Now, at this point in this situation, I'm trying to make a video, and it's a time-sensitive video. I wanted to have it out by that night before I started my stream because the situation was constantly evolving. And then I was right because it totally changed the next day. So I couldn't wait 2 weeks for Andy. I wasn't mad about it. I had the information that I needed, but I couldn't wait 2 weeks. So I decided to go ahead and make the video. And he thought I was ignoring him, right? So right here we see where I say, I started a call. Hey man, I'll be RB. I started a call though. I was trying to search on my phone. It wouldn't work. So I got on my computer and found you. During this entire time he's gone. He's on an important call. And then I say, hit me up when you're available. I sent a friend request as well to make it easier in the future. Does this sound like I'm pissed off? That I'm mad? That he might be gone a little bit? I say, hit me up when you're available. There's nothing angry there. Like I said, me and Andy have worked it out. That's the difference here in this situation. Andy talked to me. Me and Andy came to an understanding because he actually talked to me. Failure, I can tell you, I mean, I know that there are people who like Failure, but in this situation, he acted like a little bitch about it. Failure was on stream with me, in and out of the stream for 2 hours, and did not say a word to me. The entire next day, didn't say a word to me. I have DM'd him twice since that stream. No response. He just wants to stew in his own juices and think about it and be upset or be mad about it and have no idea what the fuck is going on. That's what he wants to do. That's how he wants to approach this situation. Now, let's address the second issue where Tonka accuses me of lying just to get people on the stream. Now, in our Twitter conversation, at least Tonka had one with me. Not quite so with Failure. Failure just wants to run and hide. I don't know if there's I won't make that joke. At any rate, now in his conversation with me, he said that he was just relating what Failure and Andy were saying. I know Andy didn't feel like that because I talked to Andy for a long time after the stream through DM. Let me clarify, okay? Since we have an issue with counting DM conversations as talking, which nobody would say I talked to you through this medium unless that also counts as talking. I talked to you through DM. I talked to you through text. So he accused me of saying that I will lie just to get people on the stream. And apparently that's what I was doing. The whole reason I started that stream, was because Andy had blocked me. So I at this point, this is the only way that I'm going to be able to get in contact with Andy. At least tell him what happened. If he wants to keep me blocked, fine. But at least at that point, he understands what happened. That's A. But B, at that same time, every single Sunday, and if you want to go back and check, you can, I stream on a second channel that I do with Esau Slayman called T&E Live. That's what I do at that time every single Sunday. And we had already decided before Andy blocked me that we were going to talk about this situation. We talk about anything that's interesting, politics, this situation, entertainment, whatever the case may be, drama. That's what we do. So we had already decided that. Another reason why I decided to have it on my channel is that because of everybody getting upset, I privated the video. I don't even think I had it up for the length of the video. I think the video was about 17 minutes. I think I may have only had it up for like 10 minutes, and I privated it. So to have any discussion on my channel at all about what was going on, I would need to put the stream on my channel since I privated it for them, which I should not have, because a day later it's completely out of date because a significant part of the video stated that they had all worked it out. And apparently they can't. They can't work it out. Can't come to a simple understanding. It's not possible with these people. That's why I could cover this shit. I don't like to be a part of this shit. But then I get dragged into it. That's why I don't go into Discord. I've hardly ever done any private hangouts with anybody. I don't hang out with any of these people. I simply know them. There are people who I like more than others. I really like Cognitive Thought. I'm just throwing it out there. He's a cool guy. The final point that I want to make about this is that I don't have to lie about anybody to get them on a stream with me. I have never, ever had an issue with getting any of these people in this community on a stream with me. 90% of the time when I have put out an invitation for them to join me, they have joined me, which is very kind of them. I appreciate that. But to say that I've ever had to lie about anybody, have to generate or drum up drama to get them on a stream with me, I don't have to do that. I never have. Now let's talk about Failure, because Failure is a primary issue here. Failure is driving a lot of this. Now, he didn't have the guts to speak what he spoke to Tonka on the Kumite yesterday. He decided to throw out any of that. He did decide to call me a twat, though, and do a chat poll about whether I was a twat. I'm sure that worked out well for me. I'm sure I came out on top in that chat. There was only one option: is Thomas Ellington a twat? So I think the end result was that, yes, Thomas Ellington is a twat. It's okay. I'll wear that label. Anyway, Failure was in the chat during the stream. Failure plays a pivotal role in this situation because Failure was the only guest at that point who had spoken out about his issues with the situation. According to Andy, there were a lot of them. According to Andy, and these are different numbers he's given, there were 75% of the guests had an issue, 50% had an issue. Failure has stated that the number was 8, and I think Andy said 8 at one point too. So there were a lot of them. Failure was the only one who actually spoke out about it. So I invited him onto the stream. because he could provide a lot of clarity. I sent him the link. You know what I didn't do? I didn't force Failure to click the link to join the stream and then to make an absolute ass out of himself as he continually attacked people with no provocation during the entire stream. I didn't do that. That was Failure's choice. But Failure wants to pretend like that was my choice. Failure wants to pretend like Thomas Ellington is a bad guy because Thomas Ellington gave him an opportunity in a venue to air himself, to air his grievances. Thomas Ellington is a bad guy for that. He made his choices. He's the one who decided to act like an idiot on that stream. I didn't make him do that. I didn't go over to Failure's house, wait through all the tendies and other grease-filled products to get to him, and then hold a gun to him and make him spurg out and act stupid and end up regenerating this drama all over again. I didn't do that. If Failure wants to be mad at me, that's fine. I don't care if somebody's mad at me, but fucking talk to me about it. He was in and out of that stream for 2 hours. He didn't say a single word to me. Not until the Kumite the next day, when I was not around, did he have the guts to say anything. He hasn't responded to my DMs. He won't talk to me man to man because he wants to take the coward's route. He just wants to stew in his juices, as disgusting as that sounds. That's all Failure wants to do. And you know what? I'm still here. I'm ready to be talked to. I don't hold a grudge, but if you want to keep a beef going, I will oblige you if that's what you want to do. As a matter of fact, I'm willing to meet you anytime, any place, anywhere to talk about it. Or alternatively, you can just be a bitch and you can just hold your little grudge behind the scenes and then just spit out whatever bullshit that you want to spit out, lying all over the place because you have no idea and no understanding what's going on at all. The way this looks to me is that they got mad because I made them the zoo exhibit, when every single ounce of success their channel has had has been them making other people the exhibit. They like it when they get to cultivate drama. They get to call drama, pull it together, and showcase it to everybody else. They put other people up there. They like that. But if it's them, oh, they can't handle that. Oh, that makes them mad. It makes Failure mad. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it when other people do that to them. He doesn't appreciate that. A fucking bitch. But the bottom line is that if you don't want to be an exhibit, don't act like a dog with rabies. I know that would make a terrible zoo exhibit, but still, point stands. If you don't want to be an exhibit, don't act like a fucking wild animal. Okay? I mean, this is real simple advice. Now, the final point that I want to make about this is that I'm going to make videos about this stuff. I'm going to make videos about these issues, about the things that are going on around here, because people want to know about it. This is what my subscribers want to watch. I'm going to give my subscribers what they want to hear. I'm going to tell them what's going on because they want to know what's going on. And if any of these people who are involved in this shit don't like it, then stop being the shitty people in the drama. Try to be the good person in the drama. Try to be the person on the right side of the drama. Try that. It might work for you. All right, I feel better now. I got it out. That's my angry video. I'm not one of the big guys in this. They want to hear about the big guys. But they put me on their stream. They put me out there. I really doubt that they're going to have me on to tell them exactly what's going on because it'll make them look really stupid. So I'll put it on my channel so everybody knows. Everybody understands what's happening. So there you go. That's the video. I'm going to keep you guys updated on what's going on around here because that's what I do. And if the people who are involved with this stuff don't like it, I hate to tell you, but that's your job as well. I'm covering the people who make it their job to cover other people, and they don't like it when the spotlight is put on them.